Hello and welcome back to Eskimo's channel, the place to be for those who never stop exploring. In today's video, we're sharing 10 life-saving tricks, some you may not even know about. From survival tricks to hacks that could save your life, let's dive in. We've all been there, a slip of the knife, a tumble on a rocky trail, or an unexpected scrape while exploring the great outdoors. Out here, even a small cut can turn nasty if it gets infected. The wilderness is unforgiving, and a minor injury can quickly escalate if not treated properly. Sprinkling a bit of sugar directly onto a cleaned wound helps to dry it out, making it a much less hospitable place for bacteria to breed. The sugar works by drawing moisture out of the wound, which bacteria need to thrive. Now, before you go dumping a whole bag of sugar on yourself, let me be clear. This is a temporary measure. It's a quick fix to buy you some time. You still need to clean that wound properly with water and cover it with a clean bandage as soon as you can. Proper wound care is essential to prevent infection and promote healing. Think of sugar as your first line of defense, buying you precious time until you can get to safety and treat that injury right. It's a simple yet effective trick that can make a big difference in an emergency. Out in the wilderness, you learn to improvise, to use what you have on hand. Whether it's using a piece of cloth as a bandage or finding natural remedies, resourcefulness is key. So next time you're packing your survival kit, toss in a few sugar packets. They take up little space and can be a lifesaver in a pinch. Stay prepared, stay aware, and stay alive. Remember, the best survival tool is knowledge, and knowing how to use simple items like sugar can give you an edge when it matters most. Stranded in the wilderness, your stomach's rumbling, and there's not a convenience store in sight. If there's water nearby, there's a good chance there's fish. With a little bit of work, you can transform that soda can tab into a surprisingly effective fishing lure. Carefully remove the tab from the can, flatten it out, and shape it into a small hook. Attach it to a length of string or fishing line. Try attaching a small piece of bait to the hook, like a worm or a bit of bright cloth. The movement and color will attract fish and hopefully land you a much-needed meal. Survival is all about resourcefulness. When you're out in the wild, packing light is key. That's why I love finding multiple uses for everyday items, and dental floss is a prime example. A single strand can hold up to 5 pounds, and if you braid 3 together, you're talking about a whopping 20-pound capacity. Need to repair a torn backpack strap? Dental floss to the rescue. Got a loose button on your shirt? No problem. Dental floss makes a durable, temporary replacement. In a pinch, dental floss can even double as fishing line. And if you need to tie down gear or build a makeshift shelter, that trusty dental floss can come in handy once again. Just remember to tie strong knots. Dental floss, the unsung hero of the survival world. Fire is the cornerstone of survival, providing warmth, light, and the means to cook food. Starting a fire in the wild can be a real challenge, especially in damp conditions. That's why it's crucial to have a reliable fire starter on hand. Gather up some dryer lint. It's incredibly flammable and makes for excellent tinder. Melt some paraffin wax and pour it over the dryer lint, making sure to coat it thoroughly. The wax waterproofs the lint, ensuring it will light even in damp conditions. Once the wax-soaked lint is dry, store it in an airtight container or a Ziploc bag. This will protect it from moisture and keep it ready for action when you need it most. Always practice fire safety and be mindful of your surroundings. Picture this. You're stranded. The weather's taken a turn for the worse, and you desperately need to start a fire. The wind is howling, the temperature is dropping, and you can feel the chill seeping into your bones. If you've got a battery and a gum wrapper in your pocket, you might just be in luck. These everyday items can be your lifeline in such a dire situation. A simple battery and a humble gum wrapper can work together to create enough heat to spark a fire. This might sound like a trick, but it's a practical survival hack that can make all the difference. You need a battery with exposed terminals, like a AA or ABA battery. These are common and often found in flashlights, remote controls, or other small electronic devices. The gum wrapper acts as a conductor, creating a short circuit that generates heat. This heat is what you'll use to ignite your fire. You'll need one with a metallic lining, usually found on the inner side of the wrapper. This metallic side is crucial as it conducts electricity. Tear a thin strip from the metallic side of the gum wrapper and fold it in half lengthwise. Make sure the strip is narrow enough to create a high resistance, which will generate more heat. Hold the gum wrapper strip against the positive and negative terminals of the battery simultaneously. Be careful as the strip will start to heat up quickly. The strip will heat up rapidly and eventually ignite. This small flame is your key to starting a larger fire. Once the gum wrapper ignites, quickly transfer the flame to your prepared tinder nest. Make sure you have dry tinder ready to catch the flame and build your fire from there. This simple trick can be a lifesaver in an emergency. Mosquitoes are the bane of any outdoor enthusiast's existence. But I've got a natural and surprisingly effective mosquito repellent, the humble orange peel. Orange peels contain a natural oil called limonene, which mosquitoes find incredibly unpleasant. Save your orange peels after you've enjoyed the juicy fruit. Rub the inside of the peel directly on your exposed skin. The limonene oil will transfer to your skin, creating an invisible barrier that mosquitoes find repulsive. Not only does this natural repellent smell better than chemical sprays, but it's also environmentally friendly and gentle on your skin. So next time you're packing for your next outdoor adventure, toss a couple of orange peels into your bag. They could save you from a whole lot of itching and discomfort. Out here, knowing how to signal for help can be the difference between life and death. Shouting might not carry far enough. Visual signals are far more effective at attracting attention over long distances. One of the most universally recognized distress signals is the signal fire. Build 3 fires in a triangular formation, or if resources are scarce, even just 3 smoky fires in a line. The smoke rising from these fires creates a distinct pattern that's easily recognizable as a distress signal. Another effective method is using a signal mirror. Reflect sunlight towards potential rescuers. Slowly sweep the mirror across the horizon, aiming the reflected light at any potential search parties, aircraft, or distant landmarks. Quicksand. While Hollywood might have exaggerated its deadliness, quicksand is a real danger in certain environments. The first rule of dealing with quicksand is to stay calm. Panicking will only make the situation worse. If you feel yourself starting to sink, the worst thing you can do is thrash about. Instead, try to spread your weight as much as possible by leaning back slightly and extending your arms and legs. This will help you float on the surface of the quicksand. Slowly and carefully try to free your legs. Once your legs are free, continue to lean back and use your arms to propel yourself backward, slowly inching your way to firmer ground. With patience and a cool head, you can escape the clutches of quicksand. Let's talk about a situation you never want to be in. Escaping restraints. It's a scenario that can be terrifying, but with the right knowledge, you can turn the tables. Whether it's a rope, a zip tie, or even duct tape, knowing how to break free from these constraints could save your life. These materials are commonly used because they are strong and difficult to break, but they are not invincible. The key to escaping restraints is to stay calm and assess the situation. Panic can cloud your judgment and waste precious energy. Take a deep breath and focus on your surroundings. If you're bound with rope, the key is to create friction. This might sound simple, but it requires patience and determination. Begin rubbing the rope against a rough surface, focusing on the area where the knot is tied. Look for anything that can help you, like a rock or the edge of a piece of furniture. The friction will weaken the fibers of the rope, making it easier to break free. It might take some time, but persistence is key. Zip ties can be defeated with the right technique. They are designed to be strong, but they have a weak point. Attack the locking mechanism with a small, sharp object like a nail file or a sturdy key. If you don't have a tool, you can try to tighten the zip tie and then use force to break it. With enough force, the locking mechanism will break, and the zip tie will release its grip. Remember, the key is to stay calm and use your surroundings to your advantage. With the right mindset and techniques, you can break free from almost any restraint. Water can be a formidable force, especially when it comes to fast-flowing currents. The first rule of crossing dangerous currents is to avoid it altogether if possible. But if crossing is unavoidable, then preparation and caution are your greatest allies. Before you even step foot in the water, assess the situation carefully. Observe the current's speed, depth, and any potential hazards like rocks or debris. Never attempt to cross a current that's too strong for you to handle. If the water is flowing faster than you can walk, it's too dangerous to cross on foot. If you must cross, never attempt to swim across a fast-flowing current. Use a sturdy branch or a trekking pole to help you maintain your balance and provide additional support. And that's it, folks. Simple yet effective hacks that you can use when in dire straits. Always remember to stay calm and make smart choices, and you're sure to weather any storm. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe for more useful videos. Stay safe and keep exploring.